Hello, guys. Welcome to Matt and Nen podcast. This is Matt.
This is Nen.
And today we wanted to discuss about black tax and how it affects young people in our country.
What is black tax? I have
So,
never heard
so
of it.
black tax is an informal social contribution that we give to relatives, friends, extended family in case of need.
Oh, so it's me like when you're working, you take a bit of your income and support your family
Absolutely.
or
So,
friends.
I mean, it's something that affects many people in Africa, mostly, um, those who are working. So basically, you share your income. It's not like written on stone. It's kind of an informal thing. So when you work, you are obligated, you're expected to take care of those part of your family that are not working. I'm not sure. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of friends and family, and some of them consider a baggage, something that prevents them from growing financially. So I don't know. What do you think about it?
So I thought that type of support when you have jobs and the part of your family do not have job, I thought by default you have to make sure that everyone come together and have that little thing and we can divide it together. But if you want to grow individually, then over time you will not be able to serve money.
Yeah, because it's been cited by many young people as it drags them down because you cannot save money. You cannot save money for any future projects. For example, if you want to build a house, you want to buy a car, you want to travel. Even when you want to travel, the community will consider it, like a luxury.
A luxury thing.
Exactly.
That is not necessary.
Exactly.
So if you start a business
Yeah.
and then you have a break and say, oh, I'm just going to treat myself to go somewhere for a holiday. So they expect you to pay that money to support that part of the family. So young people are saying, oh, because it's like we have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think that you have to do it.
Well, I mean, it is an obligation, even though it's not something that is written down. I have seen a lot of feedback, people saying that we should. Um, at the end of the day, when you receive your salary, you receive phone calls from relative, from distant relative as well, saying that my son is sick. Of course, I mean we are a social community, so you are expected to support people from time to time, but it has been considered as one of those things that prevents young people from growing financially, because if you cannot save money, it means that when you have children, in case of emergency for medical purposes, education, etc., you cannot be able to do something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I can't imagine our children
Yeah.
that they're going to support us or they're going to support our family in future.
But this is the thing.
That's going to be something very
this is the
difficult to do.
vicious cycle that I think we need to work on to prevent, because we are the generation that have formal jobs. Our parents, they did not have formal jobs,
Yeah.
even though they did everything they could to support us.
Maybe that's why,
Yeah.
because our parents didn't have jobs, that's why maybe we are the first generation to go through it.
But the issue
The
is
next
that
generation may be better than us.
But the issue is that it's not also about generation, because there are people in our age group that have this expectation. Instead of working hard, they have the expectation that I have a brother, I have a relative, I have a cousin, and therefore he should be able to support me. Not, supporting you one time to be able to build something, but continuously. And I don't know why. I don't know, how do you think we can manage these things? How can we remove our people from this constant asking for things, and put a vision of working for themselves?
I think what we need to do is to make sure we become working class. All of us work. If you are able to work, you work. If there's opportunity, you do that. But if those people need support to get those opportunities, then you do that. And then when they get that opportunity, they can work for themselves.
I agree totally that I'm pro, supporting people to get from ground up. But if it's something that is a cycle that continues regularly, I think it becomes monotonous, and it can make you feel, I don't know, drained. So, but also when you talk about people working, like what kind of job? Because some people in our community, they say, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I want to sit in an office in a rotating chair. So what would you advise people in terms of work ethic? What can they do to be able to work individually and support themselves?
I think some work is work.
Yeah.
Every work matter. Every job that anyone do, it's matter. It bring money. it gives you income, it teaches you and gives you experience. So I don't think if you have to be selective of what you do and what you can't do if you don't have jobs. Sometimes if you have opportunity around and you choose which one you like more. But if you don't have choice, you have to start somewhere for you to be selective later.
Yeah, because some people say I cannot be a security guard. I have a high school degree. I have university degree. I cannot be a security guard.
I cannot be a cleaner.
Yes, I cannot be cleaner. I
cannot be a chef.
Yeah,
I cannot be dishwasher.
absolutely.
All these things give you money.
They do. And you cannot be somebody overnight. It's something that you have to progressively work towards. So you can start today from sweeping the streets. But somebody that is, a good Samaritan might see you and say, I see you have every day you're coming in the morning. There are a lot of examples like this.
That's consistency.
Exactly.
Someone is going to be able to give you a job.
So I think today what we wanted to say is that for our people and for people in our age group, that you should not frown upon certain types of job. You should take them as they come, and you grow. You can be anything, but first you need to start from somewhere.
Do you want to hear my first jobs?
Tell me.
I used to wash dishes at Angry Jack's, I used to make cheeseburgers and things like that. When I make it and then the other people look at me like I look different, they actually ask for a refund. And I continue. Nothing ever stopped me. I continue until today. But it teaches me a work ethic, what you can take and what you can't take,
And look at you today. I mean, you are somebody that is able to take care of himself.
But again, in our community, we need to make sure that this support, it has to stop somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's say our brothers somewhere in the West, they're going to work Monday to Monday. Yeah. They don't sleep.
Yeah.
And the last we could do is to call them and say, do this, do this. But if we tell them to start a business for us, we have to make sure that business continue to grow. It support the whole family. But people play with those type of opportunities.
Absolutely,
I agree.
What can we do? So if you, for me, consistency and one-off.
Yeah.
You ask me for something today, you have an idea. I mean, we can work on something together, and you bring what you can, because everything is not about money all the time. You have a skill, you have an idea, you can pull, together and do something together. And I think this is something that we need to build to be able to reach that financial independence.
I totally agree with you. When it comes to financial independence, if that income of yours comes, you have to make sure you put emergency funding somewhere. You put a little bit of saving, you pay all your bills, and what's left you can share with the family. Yeah. So if we don't do it that way, our young people are going to find it difficult living in the Western world,
Absolutely.
Everything is all about.
I agree. And I mean, when you save money, you have an emergency, you can be able to pay it off. And you save some little money, you can go for holiday in Zanzibar. I'm happy to do that.
But all in all, what I'm saying is I think we are the first working generation of our people, because our parents didn't have the opportunity to work. So that's why maybe we are into this. But the next one, especially our children, I don't want to see my kids being told that someone is here, you have to support.
So you better save money now, because you have 20 years before, or let's say 18 years before your kid starts to work. So you better save money now. Otherwise, you'll have to work until you die.
I think my kids are sorted. My kid are sorted.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.